Message in a bottle. The dog did it and cuffled up on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Jokes! Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Aaron Kraft, our resident judge. Just the gang today. Just us.
I was just thinking about somebody listening to the podcast and kind of having it on, it kind of will play the next podcast, whatever. And someone's just listening to a podcast, it ends, and then all of a sudden it goes, some girl singing message in a bottle. Like,
Click.
how disorienting that would be.
Well, my guess would be not very.
I sing way better
Sorry.
than that. It was more like message in a bottle.
That's what I did.
You didn't do it as like sassy enough. So anyway, speaking of disorienting, I was on Facebook the other day and I get friend suggestions, as I'm sure everyone does. And I had a friend suggestion on there that I was like, this can't be the real person. It was Keegan Michael Key.
Ooh.
Friend suggestion. And I clicked on the profile because I'm like, this has got to be fake. And we have a ton of mutual friends. And
Like Jordan Peele.
No, I wish that was a mutual friend, but it's very weird. And I was looking through the Facebook and I'm like, is this real? Like, is this really him? Anyway, I sent a friend request over, but
Get him on the show.
Yeah.
yeah, I will. Once we're best friends, I will. Oh, and I will tell you, if he does accept my friend request, then on our friendiversary, you know how Facebook makes those videos?
Yes.
I'll test it.
Wait a whole year.
So listeners, check that out. Next week we'll have Keegan Michael Key on the show.
We got a lot of
What
fun
better way
stuff
to
in
make
the
a
works.
friend than to put him on your podcast?
Yeah.
So look forward to that. A lot
Is he
of
the lead singer of
celebrity.
Tool?
Say again, Ryder?
Is he the lead singer of Tool? Is that
Yep, that's the guy.
that's the guy?
That's the guy.
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah.
For
He's,
the first
he's so funny.
Wait, I honestly can't tell if Aaron's making a joke or not.
Good.
Aaron's
I'm
enjoying
learning a
it.
lot from you all. So
Who's the lead singer of Tool?
Keegan Michael Key.
I really think that Aaron doesn't know who Keegan Michael Key is.
Whoa, my Max. I just typed in lead singer of, and Tool was the first
Yes.
suggestion.
It was just
Anyways.
making a judgment.
Because Google's
Tool.
listening to us.
But Tool, it sounds like you're Tools. You're probably looking up Tools.
Yeah, lead singer of DeWalt Tools. Maynard James Keenan. Very close.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Aaron, Keegan
Maynard.
Michael Key is the Key from Key and Peele. He's been in a million movies.
Key and
He was-
Peele's a comedy show.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what
You know-
comedy is, right, Aaron?
Comedy is a concept
Come
of
again?
humor and jokes.
It might make more sense for you to be, because Maynard lives in Prescott, doesn't he?
He lives in Arizona somewhere. I think
Yeah.
Cottonwood or something. Yeah.
So that would actually make more sense for you to be friends.
Oh,
Whoa, I just typed in where does, and it autofilled Maynard James Keenan live.
It said, that guy you're talking about, where
Yeah.
he lives?
It said, "Hey, Jeremy, can you repeat what you just said? We didn't quite hear you."
Yeah.
I did find out that Megadeth's bass player lives up in Prescott, Arizona.
Aaron, it's Prescott, Arizona. You're gonna get made
Prescott.
fun of so hard up there if you call it Prescott.
I've heard that actually. My
Aaron,
middle name
you're
is my middle name's Scott, so I can't think of my middle name as Skit. You know, so Prescott, not Prescott.
Aaron Skit Craft.
Yeah, for this show, it's Skit.
Skit.
You should change it to Skeet.
I
Skit.
probably should
started-
have told y'all that.
Because of
should
your
start it-
reputation.
Yeah, we should start an improvisational podcast and call it Skitcraft.
Skitcraft. Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. That's good. Has
No,
good ring to it.
no one's on. Only Aaron's on board with that.
Oh, my name? Yeah, that sounds great. Right. Well, a lot of fun stuff coming in the years. Keegan Michael Key, soon to be guest and friend,
Mm-hmm.
and perhaps the lead singer of Tool. Never know.
And the new show, Skitcraft.
But before we do all that, we got to get to round one.
Sounds good. Round 1. Oh, I'm scrolling really far to find the story. Here we go.
You got me scrolling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a friend request from a guy named Fabulous. Or is it Chameleonaire? I think I fucked it up.
Oh, you know what's
Yeah, it might be
interesting is in the Weird Al version parody of that song, Riding Dirty, Keegan Michael Key is driving the car.
You
But
sure?
you do know who he is.
Yes, I know who he is. She's like, see, I told you. I don't.
By the way, I saw a funny picture of Weird Al today, Aaron.
Really?
No joke, I really did. I saw a picture of
This
Weird
is
Al.
insane.
I
It's
know.
kinda getting
Can you
weird.
believe it's
Nobody
like
else is with me on that. It's kind of weird.
Kind of weird. All right. What's
weird
up,
and
Carly?
nerdy? I saw a picture of Weird Al today. I was looking at funny photos of celebrities with fans. So like one was like Jimmy Fallon like photobombing some fans and all that kind of thing. And then Weird Al was also in the slideshow, but it was just Weird Al in like a fan shop with a bunch of like spinning fans,
Stupid.
And Weird Al was like, "I love my fans."
Like ceiling fans and
Yeah, like ceiling
oscillating
fans.
fans. Yeah.
Bless
It
that man.
was all these celebrities with their fans, and then Weird Al with some fans.
Some fans.
So wait, how is
What an
that?
asshole. He's like totally just doing that.
Yeah,
What's up, Jeremy?
I'm just saying, how was that joke compiled? Like, did you like Google search celebrities with fans, and then
No.
he knew like, oh, this would show up in the results?
No,
He
someone
just probably posted something being silly. He's like, "Oh, it'd be funny if I took a picture like this with my fans."
Yeah.
someone compiled a photo album of celebrities.
Weird
with,
Al's best gags.
Yeah, someone compiled a photo
Gags.
album of celebrities that took funny photos with their fans.
Okay.
And Weird Al's photo was in there too. I thought that was so funny.
If we had Weird Al on the show, would it be worth it just to invite him to one of his fans' podcasts? To show up and hang out with some of his fans, and then we just have fans in our Zoom screens.
Yeah, but only if you still told jokes.
No, we just had the fans. We pranked that motherfucker.
Yeah, would it be worth it to totally waste his time?
Hey, Weird Al, eat
A
it.
very successful comedian.
Yeah, should we invite Weird Al and on the off chance he says yes, just not actually record an episode?
So funny.
I like that
I
Jeremy
mean,
only thinks of him as a comedian, nothing else.
well, he's a comedian. We'll have to see if he's available after we have Keegan Michael Key on.
Yeah, we'll see which of them is available for the next podcast, or like maybe they'll both be on because we don't want to, if they both
then we
want to
just-
be on.
With Keegan Michael, we just dangle our car keys
Keegan
because we're
Michael.
assholes.
We just
Get
call
it?
him
Because Key.
And also, we're assholes. I don't think so.
Hmm.
All right, I think someone mentioned something about round 1, so let's get into it. Dog driver blamed for crashing owner's Jeep into Wisconsin building. Did I just say Wisconsin?
With Constant. It's the 50.
It's Wisconsin.
Yeah, don't pronounce it Wisconsin or they'll make fun of you over there.
Are you making fun of the way that I add these to every word?
A Jeep crashed into a building in Wisconsin, and the incident is being blamed on the inexperience of the vehicle's driver, a dog. Sturgeon Bay police say officers responded to a call where a Jeep had crashed into an art museum called Pearl of Door. The vehicle's owner told police his Jeep had been parked at a gas station while he went across the street to the Sunflower Bakery, and when he came outside, the vehicle had crashed into Pearl. The owner said his 5-year-old Australian Shepherd, had apparently knocked the shifter out of park and the vehicle rolled into the building. It's not It's not every day. I can't do a Wisconsin accent. It's not every day that a dog drives a Jeep across traffic and right into your business, Pearl of Door County said in a Facebook post. Police said no one was injured in the crash. Callie, the dog, Callie's owner, said the canine's driving privileges have been permanently revoked. Callie and I are very happy no one was hurt and there was very little damage as a result of the incident.
And Callie got away scot-free because there's nowhere in the law books that says that a dog can't drive.
True.
Did I step on anybody's joke there?
I don't think so. Would that be your first joke, Rick? Or all right. Well, who wants to start us off then? I'll start us off. Oh.
The dog has been saying that when I can drive, I'm so out of here. But I thought that was normal, unruly pet behavior.
Okay, so Ricky's starting us off.
I think he's just making conversation.
I was literally the first one that said I will.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go next.
Literally.
Yeah, this was all a fun, harmless accident at first, until the dog blew a 1.8 blood alcohol level.
Which is how much in dog drunk?
Times 7.
It's like 12.7.
Yes, officer. It was the dog who crashed the car and produced that foul odor you are currently smelling.
Oops.
But
I should consider getting a dog to do my reparking. He certainly did a better job than I would.
All right, witnesses were split on if it was creepy when the dog stopped to ask a couple kids for their help finding his owner.
We were really sad to have to take away our dog's driver's license, but she was 10 years old, and by that point, couldn't drive anymore.
So drive her out to the farm.
Is that a euthanasia joke?
No, she got too old to drive, and she was 10.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, 10 is old.
Eventually, it could be euthanized. Let's not rule that out.
If you like, Carly, I can put in a call.
Oh.
Yeah, Fitz is getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
No, he's a baby.
To be fair, the car radio was left on NPR, and there's only so much fake news and quinoa recipes that a dog could take.
Perhaps we should have started with a different story.
No, this is a really good story. I think that a dog driving a car is funny.
Oh, it's classic. All right, here we go. In an unrelated story, Pearl of Door County Art Museum will be open this weekend. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, gotta take a shit.
Go ahead, you keep taking your shit and I'll go take mine.
Sorry, my 10-month-old had this in her mouth.
Oh,
That's no good.
Did you throw it and she brought it back to you?
She found it somewhere on this floor that we continuously clean.
Aaron, our
Stop leaving-
listeners want to know what it was.
I was gonna say, stop leaving your tiny lemons on the floor.
What is that?
It's a little counting dot that my six-year-old son uses for his school.
Oh.
Does he have motive?
Counting dot. How does a counting dot work?
I use it to count, so this is one yellow dot.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I learned something today.
Jeremy, just so you know, you don't need the dot. You can do it with any inanimate object. You can do it with squares. You can do it with triangles.
I'm more of a line guy.
I mean, you can only count dots with counting dots. Am I wrong?
I guess.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not
Ice cream.
experienced.
Jeremy's not a parent. He doesn't understand counting dots.
Well, that's apparent.
Apparently not.
Oh boy.
All right.
Best
Here's
episode ever. Jerry, I'm so sorry for interrupting your joke.
That's all right. All right. Everybody's safe. No one's going to choke, right? Except on this punchline.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. In an unrelated story, Pearl of Door County Art Museum will be open this weekend with their new exhibit, Cats, Tennis Balls, and Other Dogs' Butts.
Oh shit, my baby's got a machete. That's good.
Who left a machete on the floor?
He's counting them.
His mother, a counting machete.
This one's cool because it does division too.
Ah, good one.
All right. Kelly tried to get out of the ticket by offering to lick peanut butter off the officer's balls.
Mm.
No.
I
wanted there to be like, but the officer.
No, but the officer said
corruption runs rampant.
But the officer looked like he was talking now.
his balls look like All right. Do we have any more?
I think that's it.
All right. Aaron Kraft, a resident judge. We're at your mercy.
Yeah, kind of a tough round. I really enjoyed Jeremy's first joke, the dog blowing a 1.8, and then Bob riffed off that, which in dog years is something. That was funny. And then I liked Rick's last joke with the NPR. Whatever.
The NPR something.
And also
listening to NPR and didn't like it or got tired of it. Quinoa. There was a quinoa reference in there.
That was the kicker.
Observation.
Quinoa
observation.
Is NPR known for saying recipes over the radio?
Quinoa's just like a hippy dippy thing. So
yeah, well, NPR has all kinds of shows you wouldn't think would make for good radio. You know what though? I love NPR. NPR, come on our show.
Yeah. Come on. We're pretty booked far into the future with Keegan and Weird Al, but we'll have NPR on after that.
And
guys, remind me in the future to remember to keep saying quinoa observation. That's a classic.
I'm gonna punch you in the mouth every time you say it.
I'll probably forget to remind you, Jeremy.
And Bobby had some good runs in there too. But I really liked Rick's riffing on the machete joke. It does division, and everybody laughed at that. And riffs count. So I'm going to go ahead and tip this round Rick's way.
All right.
Okay. I think that was the best judgment you ever made on this show. I'm not kidding. Because the jokes were all kind of blah, but Rick did have a good riff. Yeah. That was good.
She didn't mean you judging Rick. She meant you preventing your child from choking. That's the best judgment.
That's good judgment.
Yeah. I'm glad you're there.
My wife didn't see it. So
that idiot.
That doesn't count.
Why is it always the dads who come in and save the day?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Am I right, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think so.
All right. So Rick has jumped out to an early lead. 1 point. So
yeah, I have a question. If one of the counting dots is missing, do you start at 2 on the other ones or 0?
So we're gonna go to round 2.
Wait! Before we go to round 2, I have a legitimate question. Which is worse, Jeremy's continuation of these counting dot jokes or his quinoa? What is it?
Quinoa observation.
What would you rather? Which joke would you rather hear for the rest of the episode? Quinoa observation or more counting dot jokes?
Well, I think we're gonna get our fill of each. So yeah. we'll find out at
both.
the end.
I'm hearing both from everybody.
We can use the counting dots to tabulate how many quinoa observations there are.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how many quinoa observations there are in round 2. Nova Scotia boy finds message in a bottle from 1995. A Canadian boy from Nova Scotia having a backyard campfire discovered a message in a bottle that was tossed into the water more than 50 miles away 25 years earlier. Neema Mitchell, 8 years old, not 8, she didn't eat anything, said was at his family. What? Doesn't make sense.
The boy.
This 8-year-old said they were at his family home in Canada when he spotted a bottle under. I can't pronounce the name of the city, you guys. When he spotted a bottle under a pine tree, He used a pair of pliers to remove the bottle's cap and discovered a message dated back to August 12th, 1995. And it was signed by a then 14-year-old who was visiting the island with her family. Britta Mitchell, Niama's mother, said the bottle likely spent some time in a nearby pond after blowing in from the Atlantic Ocean. The message's now 39-year-old author, Nellie Nadeau, said she was shocked to receive the letter from Niama, saying her bottle had been found. It's just unexpected news that comes in the mail that someone found a bottle that you completely forgot about, and that was sent so long ago. She said, it gave me chills for days. That's it.
All right. Who's starting things off?
I think it's me.
I can't wait for that lady to get her bottle.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
With an actual eggplant in it.
Or do you want me to go? Jeremy?
Either one of us could go first. I mean,
Okay.
Ricky went first last time, so it probably should be one of us too.
All right, go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay. So wait, now this 8-year-old boy and this 34-year-old woman are in love? Isn't that how these movies work? I don't get it.
All right.
All right,
All right,
Bob,
I'll go. New Beach, who dis?
The boy finally opened the bottle with a pair of pliers after spending 20 minutes trying to swipe to unlock.
Face
Yeah,
recognition on the bottle.
I'll go. The only thing I found on the beach was a large piece of ambergris valued at $500,000. Man, some people have all the luck.
Hamburger grease?
I thought you said hamburger grease too.
Hamburger grease.
What did you actually say?
Ambergris.
Hamburger
Quinoa
grease.
observation, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think it's still saying grease.
Well, I guess it's French, so it should be really ambergris.
Hamburger.
Ambergris.
Hamburger.
What is that?
I've never heard of this.
Ambergris.
It's a place that sells hamburgers. A hamburgery.
So ambergris. So a sperm whale will eat a squid. And so squids are, they have hard parts in them, like beaks and like little things
Like
inside
Legos
them.
and stuff.
So then the whale will usually like eat all that stuff and then vomit out the extra like hard stuff, like an owl does.
Uh-huh.
And that's hamburger
But sometimes
grease?
It comes out like a clump.
like a clump. But then sometimes it gets stuck in their bowels, all that like beaks and like crud that's in their guts. It gets stuck in there, so they have like they're constipated for a long time, and it just kind of starts growing and growing because little pieces of feces and stuff start sticking to it, and it gets to be really big, and eventually the whale either dies or passes it, and that ball of just like guts, poop, whale poop, floats away in the ocean, and because there's bacteria and stuff eating it, it starts to like harden and actually become pretty light, and it floats and it ends up on the beach, and they use that for like perfumes and oils and stuff like that. And so if you find a piece of ambergris, which is kind of like yellowy, kind of grayish a little bit, that's worth more than its weight in gold. And so
Wow.
people who find these things can like get hundreds of thousands of dollars, or there's recently someone for $3 million, like a whaling company found a big, huge piece that was worth $3 million. So
I think we've got our little bits for social media. So
Well, we're an educational podcast.
yeah.
And then it makes you fall in love?
I mean, if you rub it on the right places.
What is it called when the whale is constipated?
I don't know what.
For this.
Quinoa-stipated.
Oh,
Oh,
get
no.
the fuck out of
Oh
here.
why
no!
was
Now
quinoa involved in that at all?
I have to go. Guys.
Carly
If
made
anything,
me hate.
quinoa will help the process.
Yeah, Carly made me hate my own joke.
Oh, good. Finally.
So some good came out of this.
I've just made a quick quinoa observation about
Oh, all
jokes.
right.
Quinoa
You deemed it.
obstipation.
I'll,
What you
I'll-
said though? Quinoa obstipation.
Quinoa-stipation.
Oh,
Jesus.
obstipation.
I like it now. I'll stop giving you so much flaxseed.
Oh, do you know who Keen Observation is? He's a comedian.
Yeah, he played the Joker, right? He's a comedian.
I thought it was. I thought
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
No,
Quinoa Phoenix.
Weren't we talking about this person at the beginning? Keen
Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, the comedian.
Quinoa Keegan Peele.
God, where are we with the jokes?
His name is Quinoa Michael Key.
I'm outnumbered. Everybody else jumped onto the quinoa bandwagon. Started
Quinoa
riffing.
Michael Quinoa.
Jesus Christ.
I thought they were the same person. I didn't know they were different.
Well, that's who I friend requested on Facebook.
Quinoa Michael Keegan.
I just assumed it was the same guy.
Big name.
Yeah. Lead
Thought he was
singer
trying to
of
hide-
Duel.
He was trying to hide himself because he doesn't want the general public to have access to his Facebook page. But
Yeah. At
Who's
the
a-
real Quinoa Michael Keegan. Okay. I think I'm up.
All right.
After hearing the message was found, Nellie was very upset that anyone would read such a personal love letter when it's clearly written to my darling Corey Matthews.
is that a 1995 joke?
Do you not know who Corey Matthews is?
Yeah, it's from Boy Meets World.
Yeah, but she's saying is that the reference because it took place at that
Yeah.
time?
That's who she wrote the letter to.
Yeah,
my darling Corey Matthews.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
so-
checking.
1995.
Now, and Nelly is the person who's saying it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
No, Nellie is when a whale poops out octopus tentacles,
And that wrote the letter
and that wrote the letter.
to Corey or whoever.
With Smitty.
Corey Matthews.
Corey Matthews.
That's right. You got it right.
All right. Wow.
All right. Speaking of 1995 jokes, the bottle spent time in a nearby pond after it decided to stop chasing waterfalls and stick to the rivers and lakes it was used to.
Ooh,
Wow.
Bob.
How
What
did
a
y'all do
solid
that?
1995 joke.
Put the graphic on the screen.
Solid.
There we
Seen a
go.
rainbow.
1995 joke.
This
Solid
is how
like
we do
ambergris.
it.
Comment on this post if you thought it was Go-Go Jason Waterfalls for like 3 years.
No, you thought it was Jason
People don't want to admit that
Waterfalls.
they're dumb. Why would they?
So,
But this was Carly. Unfortunately for Carly, it's only been 2 years since you thought that for 3 years.
actually, I knew what it was because TLC was one of the first albums I had ever bought, and they used to put the lyrics inside the albums. But I did have a friend who thought it was Go-Go Jason. And I was like, you think it's a guy named Jason Waterfalls? They're telling him to go?
Go, go,
Go.
Jason Waterfalls.
Go. No, they're like, go away
Jason
because you have
Waterfalls.
AIDS.
'Cause you
I'm
have
sorry, did you
AIDS?
say- yeah, did I hear that right?
Yeah.
That's more like of
The
a
song was about.
1980s joke.
Yeah.
Three letters put him in his final.
Oh,
resting
there you
place.
go.
You guys know that song is about kids with AIDS, right?
Did you guys hear that too? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Aaron was trying to do wah,
Oh,
wah.
okay.
It's like,
Can
you
you-
know
is
that
that
was
coming
about
through?
Is that the whale pooping out ambergris?
I can't believe you can hear that now. I was playing it earlier. You didn't hear it?
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, we're all the better for it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who's up?
I think it's,
I'm up.
yeah.
I'll go.
No, it's Rick's turn.
I think Rick burned through his like the first one
What was
leg
your
of this
eggplant
one.
joke at the beginning?
I
missed
can't
it
wait for
too.
the lady to get that bottle back now with an actual eggplant in it.
Huh.
Like the kids in.
Yeah.
Like the kids send.
He just
So-
shoved the eggplant into a tiny bottle.
No, you shove some dirt and soil in. You one
Yeah, you
eggplant
grow it in
seed.
there.
And you grow it in
Oh,
there.
that's clever.
Yeah. Here we go. Who cares about a message some dumb girl wrote in 1995? Call me when you find a bottle stuffed with the Night in Terror Tower.
But do
Nobody
it,
gets
Aaron.
that one.
Do it. Do
Nobody
it.
gets that one. Kind of
Nothing
heard
came
it.
out.
That
You
would
didn't
be,
hear it
that would
that
be
time?
It was really quiet.
that would be a Goosebumps reference. It was truncated at the end though.
A little spooky.
Nellie excitedly opened the return letter from the 8-year-old Niema, which read, LOL, what? Worth the wait. Right, Aaron Kraft. Another round has passed.
Another
what do you
round.
think?
Yeah.
Agreed.
I liked 2 jokes out of all these.
No.
Did we do them?
Yes. One was Robert's LOL what joke. Right now I'm on an LOL what kick lately, and everything LOL what is funny. So I'm gonna accept that. And then I liked Rick's new beach who dis joke at the beginning there.
Oh, I thought it was nude beach. And Jason Waterfalls.
What a keen observation there, Jeremy.
No, god damn it.
And Jeremy.
No, Jeremy, you know what? Stop giving Jeremy any praise for that joke. He should peel awful. Peel awful.
Peel off.
Peel awful.
Peel awful.
Peel awful.
For making that joke.
A pea waffle?
So I was going to give Rick a point, but because of that,
No. I'm with bad joking jokes. Give me the points for New Beach. Who dis?
Judge's discretion.
a
Judge's discretion.
point to Bob.
No.
Really? You're gonna take my point away for that dumb joke?
Yeah.
But the dumb joke that came up with that dumb joke.
You got greedy, man.
Hey.
Back a little
Beach,
bit.
who dis? That's really funny.
You got
It was
Amber
good.
greedy.
That was good. Hey, I haven't gotten any points, and because of that, I'm a rant and rave.
Fuck, dude.
Damn
Rob's
it.
swipe joke was funny too, and I did not get
That's a
Jeremy's
good one.
joke right there. I don't know what that was.
I'm a
Aaron,
rant.
how come you don't take a point away from Jeremy for doing that joke?
Because he
He
loves
would have
Jeremy.
negative points.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's bad
How
for
come
my
you gotta
spirit.
be so harsh on jokes that are jazz mine?
You want to take another point away?
No. New round. It's fresh. It's a fresh.
New round. Who
He doesn't,
did?
he
New round
doesn't
it
wanna-
is! New round it
New round
is!
who did?
Oh, Bob
he
beat
doesn't
me
want
to it.
to hold grain on my parade.
Hmm.
Well, life is a ball of butter and
At least I fried. Right.
give him the point. Give
That's a
him the
racist
point.
impression you just did.
Why is that a racist?
Hey, I fried rice.
I fried.
I
At least
fry rice.
fried Rice.
I don't think he said it like that, Bob.
You fry lots of kinds of rices, not just.
Oh, I hear it now. Very racist.
And listeners, he's pulling his eyes back, of course.
Let me remind you, you're not allowed to eat rice until somebody from a rice eating country invites you.
A
to.
rice eating country.
Yeah.
Those fucking rice eating countries.
What country is not a rice eating country?
I mean, I think the U.S. we generally don't eat a lot of rice here.
I ate rice for
Quinoa.
dinner.
Lots of rice.
Right?
Rice
Yeah,
with
that,
I don't want
I'm American.
you drag me into this discussion about goddamn greens.
I don't think Aaron's good at making quinoa observations about rice.
We're not a rice culture. We're like a bread culture here.
Mm.
And we'll stay that way.
Because this is America.
Just letting it be, guys.
You think that we would
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
end
I'm
our
loving it.
show on a high note, but no, we're really
Well,
Down
the
in
show's
flame.
not over.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that high note we can end on.
Okay, let's go to round 3. Ukrainian couple handcuffs themselves together. A Ukrainian couple who grew tired of arguing are trying to mend their on-off relationship by handcuffing their hands together for 3 months and documenting their experiences on social media. 33-year-old online car salesman Alexander Kudlay and 28-year-old beautician Victoria Pustavtabikena. I fucked that up.
Oh, you did?
Yep. It's Pustovitovabikhan.
Meet a Vegemin.
What they called their experiment on Valentine's Day and has since gained thousands of followers on Instagram. In terms of physical comfort, with every day passing, we are getting used to it more and more. It gets easier, Kudlay explains. He came up with the idea after Pustovitova said she wanted to break up with him. We used to break up once or twice.
Don't leave me.
That was good, Rick. We used to break up once or twice a week. When during another fight, Vika once said that we had to break up. I replied, then I will attach you to myself.
Where are these people supposed to be from?
A rice-eating country. I think.
A rice-eating country. A beet-eating country. Pustovitovia refused his idea at first, hanging up the phone on him the first time he suggested it, but eventually changed her mind. For nearly a month now, neither has had any personal space, and they do everything together, from grocery shopping to cigarette breaks. Fights between us do not disappear. We still fight, but when we approach a dead end and there is no understanding between us, we simply stop talking instead of packing up our things and walking away, Kudlay said. Among the most burning questions is how the couple goes.
Foreshadowing.
How I won't ask this. How does the couple go to the toilet? The answer? I don't want to know how you guys go to the toilet. The answer: the other has
In
to wait.
handcuffs.
How do you go to the toilet?
Like how? I need help. The other has to. I've been holding.
Robert's not here.
I've been holding it for 34 years. The other has to wait outside with a hand remaining inside the bathroom, and they take turns showering. Although I feel like one benefit of this thing would be to shower together as a
I
couple.
know, right? That's the one that's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. No. My shower time is my shower time.
All right.
So is that it?
I believe
You
so.
want more?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How
Can't
do
get
they
enough.
use the toilet?
They pull down their pants and they go.
Oh,
Oof.
it's missing
that's
a
a good
step.
idea.
Not enough instructions there, Carly.
The real
It's like
question.
everyone else, huh?
The real question is, if you're handcuffed to someone and you're side by side, unless one person is left-handed and one person is right-handed, someone's gonna have to use their non.
Fuck you. Stop talking, Carly. That's my joke.
Oh well, it's hilarious.
Point to Rick. Good job.
Great job on that joke, Rick.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Bob. You're first.
Oh,
Okay,
I will.
Aren't you?
Okay, so in order to use your dominant hand,
See, I like to wipe by sitting on my hand and letting it fall asleep and then wiping.
Stranger.
Like the sensation is much better.
oh, that's how you
Like,
do it.
But you have no like control. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's
Yeah,
what makes
and
it
you don't
hot.
you don't have to sit on it to do that. You just like over tighten the handcuffs too. Just
To each their own.
That's what Jeremy normally does.
To each their own, to reach their own. Listen, I know you're tired of fighting and you don't want to be around me anymore, but what if I told you that I can make it even worse? Would you stay then? Next.
all right. Here I go. No, romance isn't dead. It's just being held hostage until you finally learn to love me.
And don't go to the East Wing.
so Carly fucked this one up. But unfortunately, since the couple are both right hand dominant, one member in the couple has wiping duty. Wiping duty.
Keen wiping duty.
Are we gonna have him on the show too?
Keen wiping duty.
I hope to God we don't.
Hi, I'm Keen. Oh, what a funny name. That's really cool. Does it gives you a lot of like confidence and strength? Yeah.
Please,
Wiping duty.
Mr. Wiping Duty is my father.
Call me Keen.
Yeah.
Just call me shit for hands.
Please, shit for hands is my father.
Shit for hands was my mother.
My mother's maiden name.
Wiping Duty, nay. Shit for hands. Jeremy?
Bob, you're
Or is it
up.
me?
I think it's you,
Yeah.
Bob.
Okay. See, I've said for years that if you want to breathe some life into a struggling relationship, just introduce a pair of handcuffs, a ball gag, nipple clamps, or just handcuffs. Start slow, you know. Next.
Okay, I'll go. No, this is just the pilot episode of the Ukrainian version of 90 Day Fiancé.
Jeez. I hate that I like that joke.
Coincidentally, the bandits known as the Ukrainian Bonnie and Clyde are still at large.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say reminds me of my goddamn mother, and it's so irritating.
In former Soviet Russia, breakup cost you an arm.
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I don't know. An arm is something.
An arm is enough. You're lucky to get 2 feet in a home for that. Okay. Fortunately, the woman can now learn what it takes to give a proper hand job.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he can do all the work. She just has to do this.
You're like, look, see, this is the right speed right here.
We can make a compilation of the times Carly's done that gesture.
Yeah.
But usually I'm just brushing my teeth.
Sure.
It's gotta go. Da, 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 da. Got a good job in the city.
Working for the man every night and day.
It looks like she's playing the drums. Yeah.
When I used to work at summer camp, I went around with
This is weird.
the guy who was the video specialist, and we'd walk around to the staff and say, all right, we just got into an argument. How do you brush your teeth? Like, which hand do you use? How do you do circle motions? And they would explain it and say, no, show us. And we made a compilation of the staff going like this.
That's dumb. You're supposed to say, how do you brush your tongue? Because then they go, like that.
Maybe that is what we did. I don't remember.
How do you brush all over your back?
How do you scratch your shoulder?
How do I brush my tongue like this?
I've never tried that.
Like this.
Okay.
You gotta slap me a few times, so.
All right, Aaron Kraft. Do we have a winner of this episode?
I think everything went up this round. This is much better.
Okay, good.
Yes. This is, the
Like
high
blew
note
up?
we wanted to end on, I think, is here. We've done it. So I
We
enjoyed.
did it.
We're ready for Keegan Michael Key.
I actually really like Bob's riffing to reach their own. That was really clever. And then I just wanted Bob to know that his grammar on the third joke, or was it the second joke? It's not slow; it's slowly. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Who gives a fuck?
I just
Say the joke again, real
Weird
fast.
Al would care. He's the grammar guy.
Say the
Those
joke with
were
the
crimes.
And he's the standard of all of our show.
say the joke with the proper grammar. See if it makes a difference.
No.
It's no Lee.
I didn't
No,
write the rest
it's no
of the joke.
Carly. Carly.
But yeah, I had to put Rob on blast in front of everybody for that one.
Had to.
No other choice.
Can't let shit like that slide.
No, on this show.
Yeah, you can't let shit like that slide from me.
For
Let
you.
us slide
Not if
with-
we're gonna get Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah.
You need to be on point, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Jeremy, his second and third joke were really good. The 90s, oh no, the Ukrainian version of 90s.
I gotta go back to that last round. That's great stuff.
And yeah, that was a weird 90s theme you two had going on. That was
It was because it was from 1995, the letter.
yeah, that's right. Okay, I get it.
Do you want to go back and rejudge the last round?
No, I'm confident that Bob was the winner of the last round.
Okay.
And then Jeremy's last joke, the arm cost you an arm. That was good. That's funny. And then I like Rick's wiping duty joke. And then the proper hand job joke at the end there got a pretty good response from everybody.
You mean
And
proper,
A
like
proper hand job.
grammatically?
Oh, A proper hand job always gets a good response.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. And then the riffing was good off that. So it's a tough round to judge because everybody did so well. However, I'm going to go ahead and give a point to Rick and Bob for this round. They are effectively tied.
Tied.
Wow.
Effectively. Good.
We are effective.
Good adverb. Good adverb usage there, ending in ly.
All right. Well, Aaron Kraft, since we have a tie.
Adjective.
Okay, I'll just stay quiet while you ask these questions.
Yeah, you shut up, Robert. We're trying to decide grammar here.
Is it effectively an adjective or an adverb?
It's an adverb.
Adverb.
Is it? Okay.
Now that that's settled.
Aaron Kraft, since we have a tie, we're gonna have to have either a tiebreaker or you can make a snap judgment. Just
Charlie, do you have a tiebreaker?
I think you should both come up with another term that has quinoa in it.
Quinoa?
Like another silly little.
Another rice joke or a quinoa specifically joke?
I
I
don't
think she
know.
wants
Up
the
to you.
quinoa.
I'd like
quinoa.
I like a little quinoa in my jokes.
My internet connection's unstable.
My quinoa nut.
Oh no.
Well, you can just pick a winner.
I didn't like Carly's joke. I still haven't heard anything from Rick or Bob.
Yeah, we don't have to do this.
Yeah, no, you have to.
We don't have like a first suggestion sticks rule or anything.
No, we do.
Extra jokes.
I honestly thought that the quinoa thing would die before the end of the first round, but it has continued on.
Yep.
It has continued on.
Quinoa butte.
Oh boy.
Queen continued
As
on.
you like.
All right. Well, that gives it to Bob.
Oh, I didn't know that was an official. I didn't get. He just.
Well, go for it. Go for
he
it.
had
What you
his
got?
opportunity. I want my opportunity.
Yeah.
Quinoa opportunity.
Good one, Carly. You redeemed it there.
Thanks.
Then never
I
do it
guess I
again.
win.
Okay, Ricky, go. You had one shot, one quinoa opportunity.
Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at
Bob.
him. His arms are sweaty. And he's weak. Arms are heavy.
Will you
My
accept
mom's-
spaghetti?
mom's quinoa.
Uh,
Sweater.
He's nervous.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, Bob.
Oh, okay. I
On
win.
today's episode. Yeah.
All right.
He's the keen winner.
Truly one of the low points of this show.
you know what? 90s, the Arsenio Hall show. That was the 90s, wasn't it?
That was
Early
the
90s, yeah. Late 80s, early 90s, I believe.
Mhm.
Anyway, Carly Kastner, do you have any burning questions?
Yeah. We're going to stick with this last story about the couple that handcuffed themselves together. I want to know who in this podcast do you think you could handle being handcuffed with for a straight month?
None of y'all.
You have to do it.
I take my own life.
No, that's not an option.
This baby right here.
Oh. No, you can't pick your dog. Otherwise, I would
There's
have
my
done that
puppy.
already. I think I could be handcuffed to Jeremy for a month.
I think probably
Yeah,
if of
probably.
anybody, I think everybody's gonna have to go with Jeremy in terms of being handcuffed.
I'm the most handcuffable.
and Aaron.
That's what I was voted in high school.
Then Carly, then Robert. Robert would just be miserable. 'Cause Robert.
I'll go with Aaron, I think.
Well, the reason I wouldn't choose Aaron is because I wouldn't have to worry about him yanking my arm all the time to get some counting dots out of his kid's hands.
That would be a breath of fresh air compared to what the rest of you what I would have to endure.
I would force Bob's handcuffed hand to me. I would force him to pet my dog all day.
Oh man, he's not going to survive an hour.
What if? Okay, so I could be handcuffed to any one of you, but I would beat you to death.
No,
We
that's
just
not
drag
part
around
of
our
it.
corpse.
What are the benefits of like what do we get for being handcuffed?
We learn a lot about each other.
It's
Yeah,
like
you then.
hard hands on a hard body kind of thing.
We win
It's-
each other.
It's more just because so we don't fight anymore.
Fuck you.
I want to see Rick and Bob handcuffed together for any amount of time.
Jesus Christ.
Driving.
We're nice to each other one-on-one for sure, but I think Robert's just got too many fucking hang-ups.
And I'm gonna submit the same answer, just with Rick's name. So yeah.
All right, so me, Jeremy, and Aaron will be handcuffed together, the three of us, and then Bob and Ricky, you guys are separate.
Wait a minute. Who's in the middle?
You!
What? Okay. Then one of you is involved with the wiping duty.
Yeah, that's Aaron's job. That's why Aaron's there.
Okay.
He's a grade A
Aaron-
wiper. Look at him.
Aaron's on my right, Carly's on my left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Dew.
With poo.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rick and
Yeah,
I
who is-
who would be
handcuffed
better?
together.
Sorry.
We can at least agree that
That
Jeremy,
sucks.
yeah,
So if I'm on wiping duty, does that mean Carly's on the other duty? Like, what?
Pee-pee duty?
is Jeremy a baby?
Jeremy still has hands.
You can't use them.
How am I supposed to use my hand?
See, that's the thing. He's like you're handcuffed
I'll show
to his
ya.
ankles, and then he just has his hands behind his head.
No, we're handcuffed. We're handcuffed in a circle. So we're just constantly facing the middle.
Carly, I'll show you how to use your hand. You'll be all right.
All right. Well, very revealing answers. Thank you for that burning question.
Now, are these soft handcuffs or like the metal ones?
Does that change who you would be handcuffed next to?
I think that changes the experience overall. You know.
They can be soft ones.
Yeah, okay. I could probably be handcuffed to any of you then.
You just like take them off whenever. I'll do that. Sure.
Oh yeah, you can take it off.
Yeah, I'll change my answer as well.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. With the right handcuffs, I could be handcuffed to anybody.
I like how the kind of handcuff changes who you'd be. Are the handcuffs silver or gold? That
Purple
changes
fuzzy ones,
everything.
Rick. Metal ones, Bob probably.
What about chocolate one? What about edible handcuffs?
Oh, Carly, for
Of
sure.
course,
Yeah,
of course.
duh.
Thank you for listening and watching.
As long as it's unleavened handcuffs.
Fuck.
But just for Passover. It's a month long, and the Passover is only 8 days.
Apologies to the listeners and viewers. This was a rough one. But that's going to happen every now and again. But we appreciate you listening and watching. And if you want to support this show and make us put more effort in and do better next time, just go over to our Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you can support this show. You can get bonus content. You can get full video episodes, access to classic episodes, all that stuff. And for just $3 a month. It's a beautiful deal. Perfect. Do it.
That's right. We've been posting some hilarious stuff lately. I don't believe we have something coming out this week, but we should next week. So
Sure.
Yeah,
Patreon,
don't let
check
our
it
regular
out.
show misrepresent ourselves because
Yeah.
really that content is good.
Good
This
stuff is behind the
garbage you just
paywall.
listen to, no indication of the quality that you're going to be getting with that Patreon.
Our normal show is called 1, 2, 3 Jokes. This show is called Keen 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
See, you won't find any of that bullshit on the Patreon.
I
We
thought it
just
was
keep-
going to be something like dots, like counting dots.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3
well-
dots.
it's okay.
Bob is going to edit dots on the screen. And by the way, Jeremy's the only one that laughed at that Keen 1, 2, 3 Jokes. That's why I handcuffed myself to Jeremy.
Yeah.
I hope you both choke on some counting dots.
We will.
Ooh, what about Dippin' Dots? Ooh, let's get some of those. I'll choke
What
on
about
those.
communion wafers?
Those look like a
No, those
communion
are
wafer.
gross.
What about Nilla communion wafers? Those are
Okay.
So go to our Patreon if that $3 isn't too much to ask. But we also appreciate you just listening to the show for free anywhere that you find podcasts, and anywhere that you do listen. We ask you to give us some feedback, ratings, reviews, comments, suggestions for stories, subscribe where you can, share the show when you can. All that stuff really helps us out. So please do that. Aaron Kraft, he is our resident judge. He's also our producer and our house band, and you can find more of his music.
Means.
You can find more of his music on SoundCloud.
Yeah, Captain Lovecraft, CAPT.LOVEKRAFT.
Beautiful.
You go significantly more quiet every time you say that, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm losing confidence because I haven't posted anything new. There's like actually tons of stuff on there from the past, but I haven't posted anything new in a year.
Go check out his hits.
Yeah.
You're losing your keen confidence.
That's good. That's good.
God, how do you guys even deal with me?
I handcuff myself to you. I have no choice.
Rick, do you have anything that you'd like to mention?
Yeah, I'll be. No, but that show will already be passed.
Right. So we already mentioned that.
So probably go check out at some point. Let's Talk About X.
Is that out finally?
Not out yet.
Fuck.
I still got to interview people from the show.
You know what? I think we
What
should
show?
hype people up. I want to hear the theme song again because it was really good.
Just go back to episode whatever.
No, I want to hear it. I don't want to go back to episode whatever.
So thank
If I can
you.
get it out before we finish the show, so it's a
And
race.
that will do it for this episode.
Go.
I'm Jeremy
go.
Martinez.
Say your name real
Oh, no,
slowly,
he's going to
Rick.
hold it up. He's Ricardo Leon.
I can't remember who I'm. Wait,
I'm Bob Timmons.
Let's see if I can remember what my name is.
That's Carly Kastner, our newsreader. And
Lee
for our resident judge, Aaron Kraft, this has been
Ner-
1, 2, 3,
I'm Aaron Kraft.
Joe.
Joe.
Ian, 1, 2, 3, Joe.
Super cool.
Oh.